Hi everybody! Today's video is on multiplying decimals, so make sure that you title your notes. We're only doing two examples today, so the first example is 0 and 43 hundredths times 0 and 9 tenths. I want to point out first that this is a multiplication problem. When you are adding decimals, you need to make sure that the decimal points are lined up. When you are multiplying decimals, the decimal points do not necessarily need to be lined up. What you need to line up is the end of the number. So notice that in 0 and 43 hundredths, the last digit is a 3, and in 0 and 9 tenths, the last digit is a 9. That's what I need to line up with each other. So I'll put 0.43 times 0.9. Notice that the 9 and the 3 are lined up, both at the end. The decimal points are not. So now when I multiply this, it's actually just like multiplying 43 times 9. I can ignore the decimal points. I'll bring them back in at the end, but for now, I just need to multiply. So 9 times 3, remember you start in the ones column, so 9 times 3 is 27. I write the 7, and because I have a digit in the tens column, I need to carry the 2. Again, I multiply, this time starting in the ones digit at the bottom but going over to the tens digit on the top. So 9 times 4 is 36, but remember the number that you carry you actually add, so 36 plus 2 would be 38. Since there's no other places to carry it to, I put the 3 down here. That's all for the multiplication, but I have to remember that decimal point. Very simple now, because all you have to do is count the spaces. So if that decimal point had been at the end, I'm going to count over 2 spaces in this first number. And then in the second number, it was moved over 1 space. So for a total of 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Or you can just count 1, 2, 3. So now in my number down here, I'll start at the end again, and I will count over 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 0 and 387 thousandths. In the next example, we have 2 and 7 tenths times 36. Notice the last digit here is the 7, and the last digit here is the 6. So that's what I need to make sure that I line up. So again, when I multiply, I start in the ones. 6 times 7 is 42. I write the 2, and because there's a digit here, I'm going to carry the 4. Now I multiply starting in the ones at the bottom and going over up to the tens on the top. So 6 times 2 is 12, and then I add the 4. That would be 16. Notice there's no other places to carry it to, so I just write the 1. Now be careful. Remember when you go over and multiply now from the tens digit on the bottom, so I'll be starting with the 3. I need to put that 0 here for my placeholder. So my first number should go in the tens digit down here. I'm going to cross off this 4 so I don't get confused because I've already used it. So now I'm starting with the 3 and going up over to the 7. So 3 times 7 is 21. I'll write the 1 and carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, and then I'll add the 2, which is 8. Now since I have 2 numbers here, all I need to do is add them in the end. So going straight down, 2 plus 0 is 2, 6 plus 1 is 7, and 1 plus 8 is 9. Now I just need to add in the decimal point. So in this first number, 2.7, the decimal was moved 1 place. And in 36, it wasn't moved at all. So in my answer, all I need to do is move it 1 place over. So my answer is 97 and 2 tenths. That's all for multiplying decimals, guys. Bye-bye.